Welcome to the tutorial about installing and commissioning of wireless sensors for Priva Compass. This tutorial is part of our Compass installation series. In this module you will learn how to install and set up Aranet wireless sensors on the Priva Compass. You will learn the benefits of using wireless sensors. You will learn about some of the different types of Aranet sensors you can use. Then you will learn the steps to connect the sensors to the compass, and finally, you will learn how to check out the readings on the compass. This tutorial assumes that you already know how to set up inputs and outputs on the Priva Compass. If you do not know how to do that, then attend the Compass hardware and software modules first. Let's start with the principles of wireless sensors. The obvious answer as to why you would use wireless sensors is that you do not need to run wire for these sensors. So wireless sensors make sense if you want to move sensors around your crop or if for some reason it is impractical to run wires to your sensors. The wireless sensors are easy to install, they can be hung wherever they are needed. You just need to make sure that they are within range of the base station. This makes the installation costs low. And there is little maintenance required for the sensors, other than replacing the battery as needed. The sensors cause no damage to the property, since the sensors can often be hung on your existing structure. Because the sensors are easy to install, they can also be easily moved as desired. One drawback of wireless sensors is that in order to preserve battery life, they do not transmit information very often. When pairing the sensor, the installer can determine how often information is transmitted. Let's look at an example of how they work. In this example, the wireless sensor in the greenhouse measures the temperature. The sensor sends an updated temperature measurement to the base station once a minute. The base station is situated in the greenhouse and is paired with the wireless sensor. It receives the updated temperature reading. The temperature reading received by the base station is sent to the Priva Compass via Modbus protocol. The user can view this reading in their local or cloud operator. These wireless sensors can be used for control functionality, but you need to be very cautious with this. If a wireless sensor is used for control and someone carries it outside of the controlled environment, no alarms will be triggered but the controls will be based on incorrect readings. The sweet spot for the base station placement is in the middle of all the sensors that are sending data to it. The Aranet sensors have a range of 3 kilometers or 1.9 miles, but this is assuming line of sight, which refers to a clear, unobstructed path between 2 points. This distance is much less when the physical structure of the greenhouse, equipment in the greenhouse or even the crops themselves block the line of sight. When pairing or relocating any sensor, you can always check the Aranet base station setup screen to see what the signal strength is. Install the base station as high as possible, well above the height of the plants when they are fully grown. If the base station can't be placed in the middle of the greenhouse compartment, locate it in a convenient place and check to make sure you are getting a good signal from all the sensors. Since the base station is connected to the Compass network via Ethernet, make sure you follow the Ethernet rules when connecting the base station to the Compass network. The wireless exchange of data can be done via various technologies. Aranet chooses to use low-power wide-area network. This has as advantage that it is based on the LoRa standard. Aranet has developed its own unique network. The low-power wide-area network provides transmissions over long distances and a long battery life. So, the Aranet network combines the advantages of range with energy use. The battery in the sensor lasts quite long since the sensor only transmits updated information to the base station occasionally. When you pair the sensor to the base station, you can set the time interval between transmissions from the sensor to the base station. The time intervals between transmissions can be set for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes or 10 minutes. The actual lifetime of the battery is dependent on the model of the sensor, the type and quality of the battery and the set interval between measurements. Many countries and regions have their own rules regarding which wireless frequency ranges can be used without broadcasting licenses. These frequencies that Aranet uses are in the ISM band. ISM stands for Industrial, Scientific, and Medical Band. These radio bands are sets of radio frequency ranges that are license-free in most countries, meaning anyone can transmit and receive communications within these bands under a certain power level without needing special radio licenses. In this chart, we can see the different bandwidths available, the frequencies that Aranet base stations communicate in, the countries they can be freely used in, and the Priva article number for the base station. These bands are also allowed in other countries but may have certain limitations. If the country you want to install the Aranet sensors in is not listed here, check with your account manager about the restrictions in your country. The sensors that you pair with the base stations also need to be in the same radio band as the base station. Let's cover how the Aranet sensors are connected to the compass. Individual Aranet sensors are placed throughout the crop. Each of these sensors are then paired with base stations communicating over the low-power wide-area network. When using the Aranet base station supplied by Priva, you can pair up to 100 sensors on each base station. The base stations are connected to the same industrial Priva Ethernet network that the controllers are tied to. The base stations will communicate to the compass using the Modbus IP protocol. Each compass controller can only communicate with one base station, but a single base station can communicate with multiple controllers. Now let's look at the types of sensors we can use. Priva can connect with a wide variety of Aranet wireless sensors. We'll go over some of the most commonly used ones with Priva Compass systems. For a complete list of available sensors that are compatible with the compass and are available to you in your area, contact your Priva account manager. For additional information about these sensors, go to the website of Aranet or check out Aranet's YouTube videos. Let's start off with the Aranet IP67 sensor. It is a wireless temperature and humidity sensor that can be hung in the greenhouse. Take caution when installing this sensor since the warmth from direct sunlight can affect the temperature readings. The Aranet Wet 150 soil sensor is a wireless soil moisture sensor with built-in temperature and electrical conductivity meters for monitoring irrigation and nutrient delivery to plants. Measuring the volumetric water content of soil, or substrate, allows growers to optimize watering parameters. The Aranet PAR sensor measures sunlight. Specifically, it measures photosynthetically active radiation in the 400 to 700 nanometer band to determine the amount of light that plants are exposed to. Now you will learn how to connect the wireless Aranet sensors to the compass. To communicate with Aranet sensors, you will need an Aranet base station. Let's look at how we will connect the Aranet base station to the compass Ethernet network. If your compass network consists of a single controller connected to a gateway as shown by the green line in the drawing, you can connect your Aranet base station to one of the available Ethernet ports on the compass controller. If, on the other hand, you have multiple compass controllers in a network, you can also connect the Aranet base station to the Ethernet switch that ties all your compasses together. You will need to follow the rules for connecting Ethernet devices, which is covered in the Compass hardware installation module. To set the Aranet base station up, you will need to go to the Gateway Setup app. If you remember from the Compass software installation module, you can enter Gateway Setup app from the local operator. Just click on the profile icon in the top right corner of the screen and then select the Gateway Setup app from the list. Alternately, you can type in Grow Setup at the end of your URL. Before you go any further, you will need to figure out an IP address that you can set the Aranet base station to. It needs to be in the same IP range as the controllers but must have a different IP address. In this image you can see that there is one controller is set up at IP address 172.17.1.227. Write this number down for future reference. Now, let's see what the IP address of the gateway is set to. Click on the Network tab to find this information. Here we are interested in the IP address of Ethernet port 2 on the gateway. Ethernet port 2 is connected to the Compass Ethernet network. The IP address is set to 172.17.1.2. Mark this number down as well. Now let's click on the tab to go back to the settings screen. Now you can click on Device Setup to set up the Compass controller. This will take you to the controller setup screen. Click on the Aranet tab to enter the Aranet setup. We have not yet entered an IP address for the Aranet base station. We cannot program it from here, but we'll need to do this at the Aranet base station itself. But first, we need to figure out what IP address to set. The IP address of the Aranet base station must be in the same range as the gateway and the controllers but cannot be the exact same address. This means that the first three parts of all the IP addresses must be the same, but the last part must be unique for each device. Let's set the Aranet base station at 172.17.1.31 since that fulfills the requirements. You can go to Aranet's website or watch the video provided to learn how to set the IP address of the Aranet base station. Once the address is set on the base station, we can enter it in our controller setup. Click on the pencil icon. Enter the IP address and click on the Save button. Now that the base station is connected to the Priva network, you can access it directly in order to pair the sensors. Click on the Aranet base station setup button to redirect your browser to the Aranet base station. Fill in the username and password that you used when you first connected to the base station. Now you can pair the sensors you want to use. To learn how to add the different Aranet sensors to the base station, go to Aranet's website or YouTube channel. Once the sensors are set up and you have verified that they are communicating with the base station, you need to download the Aranet configuration files to the Compass. While still in the Aranet setup screen, click on the menu button to see the menu options. From the menu, select the Modbus TCP/IP option. The Aranet base station will generate a configuration file that you need to transfer to the Compass so that the Compass knows which sensors are paired and how to communicate with each of the sensors. Click on the download icon to generate the file and retrieve it from the Aranet base station. If you get an error message when trying to download the file, it usually means that the Modbus license has not been set for this base station. Contact your account manager to get the Modbus license for this base station. You will be prompted to download the file to your PC. Go ahead and save it. Now you can exit the Aranet setup page and go back to your controller setup page. Click on the button to upload the Aranet sensor configuration file to your controller. Select the file that you just downloaded from the Aranet base station and upload it to the controller. Now that the Compass knows which sensors are paired, you can configure them in the Compass. Exit the Aranet Setup tab and go to the Input and Output Connection tab. This screenshot shows the sensors and actuators that have already been configured. Now you can add your Aranet sensors. Since you want to configure an irrigation sensor, you can start typing irrigation sensor in the search area until you find irrigation sensor 1. Select that sensor and then go to choose the type. We are looking for a moisture sensor, which Aranet calls a volumetric water content sensor. Once we choose the sensor type, a list of all the available sensors of that type would be listed on the right. Since we only have one sensor configured, it is the only one on the list and we do not need to select it. Now you can click the Assign button to assign that sensor. If you had multiple Aranet moisture sensors, they would be listed here. In front of the Aranet sensors listed, you will see a 5-digit identifier. This number is identical to the identifier on the physical sensor that you paired. When you are done configuring the sensors, you will be able to find them in your I/O connection list. Finally, you can double-check to see that everything is working properly. First, you want to see what the Aranet sensor is reading, so you click on the Aranet tab. And once again click on the button to go to the Aranet base station setup. You can directly see the information that is being read at the Aranet base station. This image shows that soil sensor 016BB is measuring a moisture level of 44.9%. Now you click on the exit button to get out of the controller setup. And now we go into the Compass operator. Since the irrigation sensors are part of that irrigation setup, we will navigate to the proper screen. Operator shows that the irrigation measurement is correctly showing 45%. This brings us to the end of the Compass wireless sensors tutorial. Thank you for joining us today.